Today we're going to learn about electronic configurations. What you'll learn in this screencast is how to label a periodic table for electronic configurations. You'll also learn how to find the electronic configuration for any element. Now, there are a couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need a periodic table, and you're going to need some coloring pens or pencils. Let's go ahead and get started. Well, here we have our periodic table, and the first thing we want to do is we want to label down the 4 blocks of the periodic table. That's the S block, the P block, the D block, and the F block. So let's start with the S block. And the S block includes families 1 and 2, and you have to remember to include helium with that. It's actually part of the S block. The next block we're going to label is the P block, and that includes everything from family number 13 all the way to family number 18. And in the middle we're going to have the D block, and that includes all the transitional elements. And for our last block, no prizes for guessing, this is going to be the F block. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to label down some numbers next to each of the blocks. Let's start with the S block. We want to put the number 1 next to hydrogen, number 2 next to lithium, and stop me if you see a pattern here. We go all the way to number 7, francium. Now for the P block, we're going to start with number 2, and that's going to be next to boron. And it's probably a good idea to put the 2, or put all these numbers that is, right on the line. Next to aluminum of 3, next to gallium of 4, 5, 6, and then lastly a 7. For the D block, we want to put a number just to the left of scandium, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. And lastly, for the F block, we want to put a number 4 next to cerium and a number 5 next to thorium. Now let's go through with a couple of examples.